Hello everyone, this is Usha Subramanian. Welcome to my grammar classes. Today's lesson is Tenses, Part 3. In the previous classes, we have completed learning the concept of past and present tenses, and today we will finish learning future tense. So before doing so, I request you to please view my video, share my videos and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Future tense. The action to be taken place in the future is future tense verb. So some action is going to take place in the future. A second, a minute, an hour, a day, a week, a month, a year, a decade, a century later. So not now, not in the present or past. It is going to take place in the future. And we usually use will or shall to suggest that the sentence is in the future tense. I will see you in the evening. She will return tomorrow. He will not attend the function next week. What shall I do if you fail in the examination? All these will see, will return, will not attend, shall do suggest that these sentences are in the future tense. There are 4 types of future tense and they are simple future tense, future continuous tense. Continuous can be referred to as progressive also because it is in the progression. Future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. First one is simple future tense. To express future events fixed by the timetable. We know some events are going to happen in the future. We refer to them as simple future tense. We may use a simple present tense also to express these events. I think I have told you about this when I taught you simple present tense, that we can use simple present tense to suggest simple future tense also, like this. The bus leaves at 10 p.m. tonight. The bus will leave at 10 p.m. tonight. Both give the same meaning. The cricket match starts next week. The cricket match will start next week. So I hope you understood the meaning of simple future tense. That is to inform that some event is going to take place in the future. Future continuous tense or future progressive tense. To express an event which will be in progress at a given moment in the future. This suggests that when we talk about the event would be happening at the given point of time. It is in progress, like this. Tomorrow at this time or at this hour, you will be traveling. See, traveling is in progression. We will be going to her house on Wednesday. Next week, we will be shifting to our new home. Traveling, going, shifting and all suggest that it is in progression. It is not stopped. Future perfect tense. This indicates the completion of an event at a moment in the future. This refers that the completion of an event. The event is over. The work is done at that particular moment in the future. And the sentences are like this. I will have completed my project by next week. This shows that by next week my project will be completed. Before you come home, I will have finished my lunch. That particular time, this work would have been over. Next. Future perfect continuous tense. To indicate an event starting at a moment in the future and will be in progress at that time. This shows that some work has started in the future and is continuing at a given point of time in the future. Like this. This weekend, Minnie will have been going to meet her cousins. Simply we can say this weekend Minnie will be meeting her cousin. The boys will have been attending a special class in school in the evening. The drivers will have been going on a strike sometime next week. Now we know that these things are going to happen, and when we refer to that particular time, we think that this work is going to be continuing at that particular time. That is future perfect continuous tense. I hope you understood the concept. I know you would have understood by now. I am going to tell you what is the difference between will and shall. When do we use will and shall? When we are sure that some action or some event in the future will happen, then we use will. I will do this work for you. I am certain about it. My teacher will punish me today for not doing the homework. Here also I am sure about it. They will start their own business. My mother will cook rice in the afternoon. See here, it is confirmed event which is going to take place in the future. Then we use will. And will can be used with any type of nouns and pronouns. It can be first degree pronoun, second degree pronoun, or third degree pronouns. So come, we'll see when do we use shall. Shall is used to ask questions or seek permission or to put up a proposal. Shall is used with I and we, first degree pronoun only. We can say I shall, we shall, but you can't say you shall, he shall. Some examples I have given. I will go for a movie tomorrow. Shall I get the ticket for you too? I am sure I will go for a movie tomorrow. Shall I get the ticket for you also? It is a proposal. Shall we join you for the lunch in the afternoon? This is seeking permission. Where shall I meet you? This is a question. So, once again, will can be used with any type of noun or pronouns, but shall is used with first degree pronoun only. That too, if we are not certain about something, if we are putting up a proposal to somebody, or if we are seeking permission, asking question, then we can use shall. Otherwise, we have to use will only. With this, we have come to the end of the session. I thank you for watching this video till the end. And in the next class, we are going to meet with a new lesson, active and passive voice. So, bye-bye. Have a great day.